Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to walk you through the process of registering to use Google BigQuery for the Big Data Analytics workshop. So the first thing for this is you will need a standard Google account, and this already comes with your Gmail address if you have one. And this can be either a private Google or Gmail address, or it can be your company Gmail address or company Google account. Now if you don't have a company or private Google account or Gmail address, then please click on either one of these two links below and you can follow the instructions there on how to get a Google account as well as a Gmail address. Okay, now assuming that you already have a valid Google account, either your own or the company Google account, you can just directly click on this link here to navigate to the BigQuery sandbox. Okay, sorry, not this link, but this link here. Okay, so you can directly click on this link here to navigate to the BigQuery sandbox console homepage. Okay, so if I click on this link here, I will end up on a page that looks something like this. And this is basically the homepage for the BigQuery console, which we will be working with during the workshop. So the first thing you notice is that it tells you that this is a sandbox, and you can set up billing to upgrade to the full BigQuery experience. And also at the top here it says start your free trial with $300 in credit. Don't worry, you won't be charged if you run out of credits. So when you see these two messages, it means you are now currently operating in the BigQuery sandbox, and the BigQuery sandbox allows you to use some of the features of BigQuery for free without having to register a credit card. Okay, now the other alternative to access the full features of BigQuery, okay, is to get the GCP free trial, which allows you a limited time access to all the functionality available on the Google Cloud platform, but that requires a credit card registration. Okay, so here without credit card registration, you can just already directly go to the Google BigQuery console homepage, and then you can just go ahead and click here dismiss, and also go ahead and click dismiss. And right now you can already start working with data sets and tables and queries inside BigQuery, which is what we will be doing during the workshop. Okay, however, I need to point out that there are some limitations associated with the use of the BigQuery sandbox. So the limitations are outlined here. If you click on this link, I'll briefly run you through some of the limitations. So the limitations would be, number one, all the data sets and the tables that you're going to create in BigQuery sandbox will all expire after 60 days. So this is fine if we are just using sandbox for this workshop, for this purpose of the workshop, and you do not plan to look at your workshop tables and data sets after the workshop is over, then that's fine, that's perfectly fine. Okay, but if you do, then keep in mind that all your tables, views, everything that you create in BigQuery, all will expire after 60 days. And then there are also some other features that are not supported, such as streaming data, data manipulation language statements, and BigQuery data transfer service. So for these first two, we are unlikely to be using them during the workshop, but for this, we may be using some limited form of data manipulation language statements. So if you are using the BigQuery sandbox, you will not be able to do this during the workshop. Alright, now if you want to get full access to all the features of the BigQuery sandbox, then you can click on this link, and this will lead you to a page that looks like this. That looks like this. Okay, and here you can click on this link here, get started for free, and this will transition you to a page that looks like this. And this is where you set up a Google Cloud account, which allows you full access to all the Google Cloud products with an additional $300 in free credit. But the problem with this approach is you will need to register your credit card. So I'll just briefly walk you through this process in case you are interested to go this route, whereby you do register your credit card and you get full access to every single feature of Google Cloud, including every single feature in Google BigQuery. So country, Malaysia, you click agree and continue. And then for your profile, which is coming out here, I already have a profile here, but you can change this profile, and you can click here, create new payments profile. And so you can either put down your organization name, for example, let's say the Reef, whatever it is, and then your street address, okay, something like that, whatever, wherever you're staying, okay. And then maybe your postal code, and then your city, okay, and then your state, okay, for example. All right, and then click create. And once you have this payments profile created, then you can click here, add payment method, and this is where you will add your debit and credit card. So obviously I'm not going to go through this process here, but if you do wish to have full access to all the features of Google BigQuery, then you will need to go through this process to register your credit card. Now here's the thing that you need to keep in mind. If you do go down this route, you do not have to worry about your credit card being charged, because what will happen is once you have gone through all your free $300 worth of credits for your Google Cloud Platform trial, your account will automatically be disabled unless you choose to enable it and use your credit card. So this free trial process is pretty much risk-free, okay, except you have to kind of trust Google, okay, to actually not do anything funny with your credit card information. And so far in my experience, that has never ever happened. In all the classes that I've taught, nothing has ever happened like that. So you can easily disable your credit card after the class is over, okay. But you may not want to do this, right? So perfectly fine, that is totally okay. If you don't want to do this, no problem. You can already access BigQuery without a credit card registration. In that case, just remember all these limitations apply as I've mentioned before. Now your company may already have provided you full access, in which case the Google BigQuery page is going to look something like this. It's going to look something like this. And then in this mode, you see it's slightly different. This is the homepage for BigQuery. It's slightly different from when you're accessing it in sandbox mode. So in this mode here, like I have a personal account with a credit card registered. So although I do not use any resources that are payable, I can still have full access to everything available in BigQuery. So that's the particular advantage of registering a credit card for full Google Cloud Platform trial. But again, at the end of the day, this is up to you. You can just choose to use the BigQuery sandbox and accept all the limitations associated with it, or you can go with a full fledged Google Cloud Platform free trial. Okay, or in fact, like I said, if your company has already registered for you guys to use Google Cloud Platform, then you don't even have to worry about all of this. You can just directly navigate to the BigQuery console homepage, and then it's going to look exactly like this, which is showing you that you've got full access to all features of BigQuery. Okay, so that sums up a quick introduction to how you can register on using Google BigQuery. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at this address. Thank you for your time.